June the 5th, 2025. Guys, if you've been watching any of the information going on, there's been a big dispute in the last few days between President Trump and Elon Musk. It started with, I think, they cut out the EV subsidies. If you bought an electric car, taxpayer dollars paid for some of it. You know, that deal, they cut that out. And that Elon really threw a fit about that. And then he said, okay, that's cool, do it, but get the other $5 billion or $1 trillion out of the pork out of the bill. They went back and forth, and Trump said, well, I guess I'm going to have to get rid of some more of your stuff. You know, look, we help with the space programs. We do this, we do that, help subsidize things. And I guess we may have to end that. And Musk was saying, well, whatever, I dare you. Go ahead, whatever you're going to do. And they went back and forth. And a lot of it's in this article. I will link to it. But now, in the middle of this fight, and I hope it's not true, because we don't need to destabilize the politics this much. But listen, guys, if this is true, it will change things. The Democrats will have a party for about 4 years. But anyway, they, in a video a couple of days ago, I talked about, many of you have seen it, that Dan Bongino and Kash Patel were in a Fox interview with Marie Bartiromo. And she asked them, well, when are you going to release the Epstein files and all of that? And they both got this weird deer in the headlight look, caught in the headlight look. And there's a fellow on YouTube that does analysis of people's, if they're lying, telling the truth and all this, of their motions, their speech, their facial, everything. And he pointed out right away. And when I saw it, guys, I said, something's not right. They're looking down at the ground, wild-eyed. And I said, well, my point in that video was that if they're lying, and I think they were, then they found enough damage on both sides of the aisle to really shake up everything, to possibly take down the political nation as we know it. But now Musk has claimed this afternoon, after all the fighting all morning, that Musk claims Trump is in the Epstein files after daring the president to cancel his SpaceX contracts. Update at 5:20 ET, as the spat between Musk and Trump seemed to have reached cruising altitude, Musk just hit the afterburners, claiming on X that President Trump is in the Epstein files, adding, that is the reason they have not been made public. Now, I hate to even do the video because the Democrats are going to run crazy with this thing. Now, we have people also, you know, in the Republican Party in a line up there. I don't know what's going to happen here. This changes the game big time. Now, there's a picture here that we all saw back when Trump was running the first time. Let me bring that in. And this is that image. And Musk said it today, he said, mark this post for the future, the truth will come out. Now, this is Trump and his wife and Epstein and his old lady or girlfriend, whatever. And this came out again during the first Trump election. And the story then was, if I remember correctly, you guys straighten me out if I was wrong, Trump said he did come to some Mar-a-Lago parties, but Trump said when he found out what he had been up to, that he banned him, kicked him out and banned him from ever coming back. So I don't know what side of this we're on, but let me tell you something. Epstein goes back. This is not a side note, but it's maybe something I shouldn't talk about. But Epstein has some big-time Jewish contacts. You can take that for whatever you want to take it for, but understand what I'm saying. Now, there's been a spat between Trump and Israel over the last few days. He wants diplomacy with the Middle East, with Iran and those nations, and Saudi Arabia and everybody, not war. And so he's trying to push for peace to make deals there on oil and trade, whatever. But the warmongers that a lot of them are in his national security cabinet. By the way, he just fired the 3 top ones there, I think 3 or 4. Because of this, they were pushing for war instead of working out a peace treaty among the nations there and getting the oil shipping back and all this. So and Trump and Netanyahu have not been really seeing eye to eye. Trump kind of stepped away from it because he saw there was a connection between the big people in Israel and the warmongers here in the U.S., and saw that that was going completely against what he was trying to do with the budget. And again, trading oil is better than trading missiles. And that was his motto there, and it really makes sense to have the world at peace. But there's been some pretty bad tensions between Trump and Netanyahu. Now, they're talking, which means nothing to me as far as, because I know who killed Christ. Say what you want to, but the Bible tells us, for the Bible thumpers, which I'm one of, that there will be those in Judea that claim to be Jews but are not and are of the synagogue of Satan. We know that. The letters are in red. He warned of that, and who crucified him? The Jews. So I don't like any war, period. I had my draft card since the time I was 15 because of Vietnam. By the time we got out of high school, the war was ending, but we expected to go at any minute. It was a mandatory draft. You went down to the local library when you turned 15, and you got your draft card. And it was a BS war then. It always will be remembered as a false flag war, and a lot of people died because of it. A lot of evil things went on there. Kissinger and that entire bunch was involved. But I don't know how Musk fits into the Israeli-U.S. conflict right now. It's not a war conflict, but Trump's kind of tired of it. He's kind of let him, if y'all going to do what you're going to do, we don't have to participate in every war, is what he's been saying. He told the UN the same thing. We're getting out of it. We're not putting the money into it. We're not the big brother of the United Nations and of the European Union. You can't start a fight and then call us in to protect you. So that conflict's there. We know that there's some big players that would like that conflict to go on, but I still don't know. I mean, I know Musk and Trump are throwing bricks at each other right now. I don't know if Musk is involved in anything past that or not. But it looks like this is going to be trouble, and this is going to be the main news for quite a while. There'll be denials, accusations, and everything else. But I'll link to the article. I'm not going to go through it right now because what it does is go through here. It shows Tesla's stocks down, and that it goes through the updates of the spat that's been going on. Al took away his EV mandate. He's mad, all of that. So you can read it for yourself. It sounds kind of childish, to be honest with you, for a grown man to be doing this in public. That's why I have never liked Facebook or Twitter, because this should be handled between them two in private, as far as the arguing about the EV mandates and all that. But Musk said the truth is going to come out, so we're just going to see. I'm not going to defend Trump if he was involved in that. But we still got to be careful because he's been accused, and he's been accused of a lot of things that he didn't do. So I'm still a MAGA person. I believe in making America great again. I hope no soldiers fall by the wayside. We're just going to have to wait and see, guys. But let me know what you think in the comments. I know the anti-Trumpers are going to hit it hard. But from some of the conservatives, I'd like to hear your comments also, guys. This is a heads up. Be safe.